This newscast of Autonomous News Savannah is brought to you by The Wormhole, neighborhood bar and concert venue, featuring late-night eats, live music, comedy shows, and other regular events.
Welcome to our first episode of Autonomous News Savannah. With this show, we hope to promote awareness in our community and influence anyone, anywhere, to go out and share what's going on within their own. My name is Blair. The Savannah-based group PATH put on their second Cultural Awakening event. We sent a correspondent there to get some footage and details.
Today we're at our second Cultural Awakening event. We're located at the Frank Collin Boys and Girls Club on the east side of Savannah, Georgia. The first Cultural Awakening event was basically inspired by all of the violence that was going on in Savannah, so we wanted to bring healing. That was the primary mission for the Cultural Awakening. What I would say is unique about Cultural Awakening now is the fact that we usually only have events like this once a year. So we want to keep it going throughout the year so that it's not just a one-time thing. And we want to awaken the culture so that we keep it going and we bring it to life so that it never dies.
It's being done by the people in the community, different parts of town. Everybody emerge here and everybody bring their arts and crafts. The most important thing for the people in Savannah to have an event like this is camaraderie, being social and being around people in the community. Togetherness.
We gather a lot of attention from Savannah. We've got a lot of support. We have a lot of vendors that have been supporting us for the first event and the second event. We have a lot of participation from different cultures, different religions. So I would say that we've had a great response so far.
Having events like this give the ability to allow the community to see, you'll say, the minority companies or the minority business owners, or people who are you'll say, not in the limelight to be seen or get noticed and stuff like that. And see the community to come and see other people in the community that's trying to make a difference in the community. You don't see that in corporate events and stuff like that. But you more or less meet the people who want to make the change and difference when you come to these events like that in your community.
The importance is bringing culture to Savannah so that people can know that you can live in a culturally positive way and not have to succumb to the violence, succumb to things that are portrayed in movies and on television and in the music. You don't have to live in that way. You can live in a cultural way. We can all gather, be proud of our culture, display our culture, and display love and enjoy time with one another. Anytime that you see the flyers for the event, please come out and join us. We will travel around Savannah and do it in different locations so that we can reach the entire Savannah area. Come out and drum, listen to the drums, come out and get some vegan food, some fresh food, and all of the different types of information that the vendors supply. We have cultural clothing, we have a vegan chef, we have some homemade teas. We always have activities for the children, arts and crafts and face painting, and it's all culturally based. So I would say come out whenever you see the flyer. You should see them about every 3 months and come out and enjoy and participate.
You guys can check out PATH at their page by following the link below in our description. Our next story is about the Memorial Health University Center near the intersection of Duran and Waters. Memorial Hospital has been in substantial debt, $300 million in bonds and debt which are currently unpaid. The North Carolina-based Novant Corporation has been working with them in the past few years, and they have been in negotiations to help buy them out of their debt, as well as to further fund Memorial Children's Hospital project. Though according to Lou Phelps, a publisher of the Savannah Business Journal, the hospital is not bankrupt. Local donors have been generous in helping, and Memorial has never failed to meet its debt service obligations. Phelps went on to raise a lot of unanswered questions as to the reasoning behind selling the hospital off to Novant and criticized the lack of transparency from both the Memorial Health Board and the Hospital Authority, who are both strongly in favor of this deal going through. It's perhaps worth noting that this reported lack of transparency is also in the wake of the Memorial Hospital recently settling to pay $10 million in a federal lawsuit where they were found guilty of decidedly fraudulent overpayments and actions. During negotiations for the sale, the Chatham County Hospital Authority asked for a guarantee on April 28th that Novant would not cut or diminish Memorial's Level 1 trauma unit, its neonatal intensive care unit, and its commitment to the indigent care and to medical education. Novant did not respond until May 9th when they released this memo ceasing these negotiations, stating that concerns over the hospital authority's role in the memorial operations and apparent contention between the authority and the Memorial Health Board of Directors did not bode well for a successful partnership. Art Dana, a board member for the Chatham Hospital Authority, has said, "We want to do the Novant deal, but we are unwilling to sacrifice the safety net services that we negotiated with Novant." Maggie Gill, the CEO of Memorial Health, stated, presumably, they have the community's best interests at heart. But I will tell you that the community is going to be the one who gets hurt." Ironically, Gill has claimed that Chatham County demanding the protection of the trauma ward has put the trauma ward at risk. Gill also says that when the debt is paid off, the county would still own the land, but the hospital authority would no longer need to exist. However, according to a letter sent from the Chatham Hospital Authority to the Savannah Morning News on April 1st, the lease agreement between the authority and Memorial is far more than a mere ground lease. This lease is a fundamental agreement as to the operations, management, and maintenance of the Chatham County's primary source of public health care. They went on to explain, if the lease were to terminate for any reason, all of the assets, licenses, permits, and operations of Memorial and its related facilities would automatically be transferred and conveyed back to the authority, which would then continue the operation and management of the hospital. On May 12th, the for-profit Nashville-based healthcare giant Hospital Corporation of America stepped in offering to take Novant's place in a letter which also offers to meet the demands made by the Chatham County Hospital Authority. Both of the local groups are currently working to reopen negotiations with Novant at this time. This is a complex story, and there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Like, 1, why isn't the Memorial Board standing by the request of the Chatham Hospital Authority? 2, is the trauma ward actually in any risk? Why would the CEO say that? If so, who is creating that risk? We will continue investigating this story and reach out to the people both at Memorial and in the Chatham Hospital Authority in order to provide an update in the near future. In the meantime, if you have any questions for them, let us know in the comments and we will try to find out the answer. Speaking of the privatized corporatization of fundamental infrastructure, a Georgia bill has come up pending the November election called the Opportunity District Amendment, or more excitingly, SR287. This bill would give control of failing schools to the state, who would then hire private corporations to run the schools. We've seen similar bills to this in the past in 3 other states, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Michigan. The Center for Popular Democracy released this report in February, detailing mixed outcomes in Louisiana, some declines and few improvements in Tennessee, and disaster in Michigan. So what do we stand to gain by trying it here? We'll be looking into the story to keep you informed, and there will be a link to the report in the description below. That's it for our first newscast of Autonomous News Savannah. We're already working on the next episode, which should air in the next few weeks. In the meantime, like this video and subscribe to our channel, donate at the link below, and be sure to check out our other special programs like ANSav Music and ANSav Grow, which this month will have profiles of the community garden group Aki Gardens and the popular local band Culture Vulture. I'll see you guys next time.